This is called the Lorena top. Now this is a really fun top to make because, again, you're going to color block. And I love color blocking. It just adds interest to your garment, even if you don't put any kind of detail on it. Now, a couple things I want you to notice. First of all, you can see that this is kind of off-white down the middle, and it has black on the sides. And I'm going to show you how that's done. So this is my t-shirt pattern, the master pattern. This is the back, this is the front. You're going to do it to the front and the back so you can cut them both out at the same time. This is that right angle that we have used to put over here like this, and we've used that because we wanted to add wings to our top. This time we're going to turn it to the inside. So when we turn it to the inside, let me show you what this is going to look like. Can you see that's what I have on? All right, that's as easy as it comes. You know, I use a lot of things you learned in grade school. So rectangles and squares and right angles, that's all fun stuff. So just make you up some fun details like a right angle, and then you can play with them. Now, if you look what I have on, I want you to notice the Chanel trim on the armhole. Because up until now, we've talked about Chanel trim being a 1/2 inch wide. Look at the detail that this gives this top, because this Chanel trim is 1 inch wide. Around the neck edge, it's the 1/2 inch, but on the armholes, it's 1 inch. So it totally changes the look of the garment just by doing a different Chanel trim. Now, you're used to using 3-inch strip. When you do a 1 inch, you need a 4-inch strip. That's the only difference. All that's on the PDF. Now, I had a little bit of fun with this because I put zippers on here. I love zippers. I'm a zipper freak. You know, there was a thing on Facebook not too long ago that said, what is it you have too many of? Well, I answered, zippers. Anytime I see zippers on sale, anytime I see something different, I buy them. I have drawers full of zippers. I'm sorry to say, but I use them all the time. I just like the teeth sometimes. I don't even need the pull on the zipper. Now, I love this particular garment, but I want to tell you how I got the zippers on here. These do not zip up and down. People try to zip them, but I have them glued down so they can't zip them. But I unzipped the zippers, and then I glued them to the shirt before I did the Chanel trim around the neck. I glued them with Steam-A-Seam. Now, Steam-A-Seam comes sticky, and I love the 1/2 inch wide Steam-A-Seam. You can buy that anywhere, any big box store, you can buy that. I love that Steam-A-Seam because it's sticky. So I put it on the back of all of the tape, the zipper tape, and I stuck it to the garment, okay? And I stuck it with my hand. Then I could try the garment on because I needed to be kind of careful as to where this little thing ended. And you can see it's above my bust line. If you wanted to, you could even take it lower. You can do any way you want to do the zippers like this. But once you've tried it on and you like it, and you look in the mirror, make sure they're all exactly that much apart and you're fine with it. And I know so many of you use a ruler and all that stuff, but your eyes are really good at making sure everything is even. Take it off carefully, lay it on your ironing board, and steam over the top of the zippers. Now you've melted the glue and they're on there permanently. You still have to stitch. But where would you put straight pins to hold this in place? You would have a mess trying to hold these in place. By gluing them on, you need no pins whatsoever to sew them to your garment. So this is the Lorena top.